Alright, good morning everybody. I don't know if you guys have seen it or not, but Twitter's blowing up with all these people freaking out about Donald Trump getting back on Twitter. Really, who gives a shit, you know? Not trying to be an asshole, but I'm perfectly capable of making decisions for myself. I'm perfectly capable of figuring out what is true, what is not, what's disinformation, what is not. I don't need the left or the right to tell me what I need to think. I can figure it out myself. You got Liz Cheney saying that now more than ever people should look at January 6th committee stuff. I don't need to look at it. I've researched it, what happened. I know enough to know that I don't need to listen to what any politician has to say to me. When they did their secret ballot and put Mitch McConnell in charge of the Republican Party for the Senate again, with all the corruption that we know about with that guy, it just proves that they're not out for us. They're out for themselves and for their agendas, their money, their power. I'm 50 years old. Countless numbers of times, Democrats and Republicans both have held the presidency, they've held the Congress, and they've held the Senate all at the same time. None, Republican or Democrat, none of these career politicians with 15, 20, 30, 40 plus years in have ever done anything to make my life better or the people that I know. The only thing they do is they vote themselves raises. They vote to take more power away from the people and give it to themselves. They vote for more control over us. You got a handful of good politicians out there, like Ron DeSantis. None of them are perfect. You got Green, you got Boebert, and a few others. 10, 15 people out of 500 and something, Democrat and Republican, aren't going to make a difference. And these old guards, so to speak, the good old boys, like Mitch McConnell, like Lindsey Graham and that, they're never going to do anything to limit their power, their money, their authority. So, just like everything else, right before elections, year or two before elections, they start making all kinds of promises. But they've never followed through with one of them that I've ever seen. I've heard talk of defund the ATF, investigate the FBI and that. Let's just see what happens when Republicans take over the Congress if they do anything. Maybe I'm wrong. I mean, going from past track records, they had opportunity after opportunity after opportunity where they held the presidency, the Senate, and the Congress, and they've never done anything. They didn't do anything when they had the chance about censorship and about these social medias and mainstream media platforms and that censoring people. This channel, this is a new channel. This is the backup channel that has been made into the main channel. 2 weeks ago, we had almost 19,000 subs on this channel. And because YouTube didn't agree with the things that I said or my political views and that, they just deleted the channel. Deleted all my content. Lost almost all the content that I put up. So, you know, the Republicans that are talking about censorship and that, when Donald Trump was in, they had first got elected, they had the Senate and the Congress. They had the opportunities to fix the censorship then. They did nothing. What are they going to do now when Democrats still hold the Senate and the presidency? Nothing, because they never do anything. All they do is make life worse for Americans. And I'm not saying Donald Trump. Things were definitely better during Donald Trump's time. Gas prices were cheaper than that. I'll give you that. But he could have done executive orders. He, when he had the Senate and the Congress, could have passed things too to stop the censorship, to stop the attack on the 2A. Would I rather have Donald Trump? Absolutely. At least I could afford to drive places. At least I could, before I could feed me and the wife on $200 a week in groceries. Now it's $350 plus. You know? Absolutely. But he would have never gotten them things done even if he tried, because the Congress and the Senate, even the Republican Congress and Senate, doesn't want them things. They're not going to do anything to make your lives better or my life. They don't give a shit about us. Like I said, there's a few decent ones out there, but they will either give up or they will eventually be corrupted or they'll be run out, because the good old boys club ain't going to have that going on. There is no fixing this. You can prolong it, but there's no fixing this. This country is going to collapse. Is it going to be a year from now, 10 years from now, 15 years from now, 20 years from now? I don't know. All you can do is prepare for when it does happen. But I hope everybody has a good day. If I don't speak to you before Thanksgiving, I hope everybody has a wonderful Thanksgiving. This country in 50 years is not what it was when I was growing up. If people lived by the 10 Commandments, this country would be a whole lot better. But they've taken God out of everything. They promote wokeness, transgender stuff, critical race theory, and all that. And just my opinion, but a country without God cannot survive. Look at what the Romans did. Look throughout history. When countries turn their back on God, at some point they collapse. So, like I said again, if I don't talk to you guys before Thanksgiving, I hope everybody has a wonderful Thanksgiving. I don't have the desire to do videos like I used to, because I know at any time they can just cancel this channel and take this one down too. And like I said, when you go from 19,000 plus subs in a place where all of us could share our opinions and thoughts, even if we disagreed on some things, we could still discuss it, to now we're a little over 500 subscribers. I mean, it's kind of frustrating. It kind of makes you not even want to continue on, because you know nothing's ever going to change. So, again, have a happy Thanksgiving.